Ready?
What are we doing here?
Okay, I got this. Nope, I don't have this. Let's go.
It's because they're all different sizes. It increases the difficulty exponentially.
A Lego minifig is so light. Trying to juggle one, they just bounce out of your hand. You need to have like lead-filled Lego minifig heads to juggle.
Give it some weight to it.
Yeah.
This is the kind of information people tune into this channel to hear.
Absolutely. And right after we're done here, I'm going to go get some fishing weights, and I'm going to go make some Lego heads that I can juggle.
I like
and next week,
the weights people use in the little Pinewood Derby cars.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another episode of Brickmania TV. This is a sit rep.
Sure is.
I'm Slam.
I'm Dylan.
You're Dylan.
We're here to talk about some awesome stuff that'll be hitting brickmania.com come Friday, one of which is yet another gift with purchase. Now, the one thing I want to say about this gift with purchase is it is
not attached to a kit?
Well, it's not attached to a kit, but it also is limited. Because we can't just like create more because it's not a pre-order. It's one that is technically ready to ship. Now it applies to all orders. So if you place an order that's ready to ship, you'll get your gift with purchase shipped with that. If you place a pre-order, it will ship once your pre-order is ready to go. But again, it's while supplies last, so don't expect there to be availability the all weekend long. It will also be in retail stores as well, but we are doing a limit of one per customer per day, I think, with that as well, because it's going to be sought after. And there's no reason it can't necessarily arrive in a different form later on, but for now, it is a gift with purchase set at a $400 threshold, so orders $400 and more will receive the loitering drone with Special Forces Operator custom minifigure, which we leaked, I believe, on Wednesday on social media, so people got to get a little look at that.
I saw it this morning.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, right?
It's cool. Yeah, I made the controller for it.
Did you?
That's my contribution.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. And that is one heck of a controller, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
beautiful.
You.
No, but I love the figure. The helmet looks awesome. In general, it's going to be a cool little kit. It's going to fit in well with any of your Special Forces collection. So go ahead and pick that up, again, with orders of $400 and more. And you can go ahead and get that in stores and online. But we've also got 2 new pre-orders hitting the web this weekend. One of which, as we were kind of joking about, maybe used to be a little bit more outside our range of operations, but is now becoming more normal.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalypse kit, but it's a kit this time. We've been doing figures for a little bit. So, and, a little VTOL craft.
Yeah,
super
absolutely.
cool. Everybody wants that. We really want to do 1/35th scale.
But it was massive. We got the blueprints laid out. Yeah, it's like we said, Dan's been working hard at trying to get it to work. But he built this awesome little micro brick battle scale one. So we thought, hey, let's get some Apoc armor in there, which Amanda is hard at work modeling right now. And let's put together a little bundle for that whole thing. So we'll send it over to Dan for a check-in. But first, he is going to talk a little bit about the litany of shows that he has on his list, because I think he's got one every single weekend here in August, and then moving on into September, and God knows where else he's going to be.
It's show season. Yep. Like there are Lego shows happening every weekend.
All over the place. He was in Tampa this last weekend, at Sioux Falls this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll turn it over to the man himself and let you tell him a little bit more about where you can catch him on the road.
Greetings, Brick Maniacs from the swamp. Just got back from Brick Fan Expo Tampa. It was a great show. Thank you everybody who showed up and supported us. It was a great time. We didn't have a lot of stuff on display this year. In fact, I only brought a few display models, but considering I had to fly down here from headquarters with everything I had on display or had for sale, you understand why I didn't have a whole lot to show off, because our booth was full, at least at the start. Went home with a lot less stuff. Appreciate that, everyone. Hope to repeat that soon. As you probably, if you look at the calendar, you'll know I'm in the middle of a 6-event stretch. So just completed Tampa. Next weekend, actually just in a few days, I will be in Brick Falls. That's Sioux Falls, South Dakota. First time ever doing a Lego fan event in South Dakota. Looking forward to it. I will be set up. I'm driving from headquarters, fly home momentarily, and then I get everything ready to go to that event. So I'll be driving out to South Dakota. We'll have a few display models with me, but again, just because the schedule is so hectic, I'm not going to have a big display. In fact, it'll just be me running the booth. Look, this is going to be a cool event. I do have lots of cool, things that are exclusive to the roadshow that we'll be bringing out there. And then, of course, the following weekend is Brick Slopes in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm excited about this event. We've been going there on and off for years, since the very first one, I believe. And think, I mean, I know last year they had Friday, Saturday, Sunday open to the public, which is a first time, three public days for an event. That was great. Looking forward to it again this year. Again, we'll have a bunch of stuff with me. I'm flying out there. We'll have twice. If you were there last year, that's a small booth for Brickmania. Well, this year I'll have twice as much stuff, have twice the booth. So look forward to that again. I will have stuff that's road store only. So some of that stuff, if you've missed it, you'll be able to get it. Obviously you can't get it online unless you're willing to like sacrifice, your firstborn or a kidney to go on eBay to, appease the scalpers. I don't recommend that. Just come and see me. I will be at various events. So, after that, there's going to be a little bit of I get a week off, and then I'm hitting the road again. We'll be in Seattle for BrickCon, and then Grand Rapids, Michigan. The first time for me, Grand Rapids, Michigan, will be Brick World Grand Rapids. Again, I'm flying out to these shows, but I will have as much stuff as I can possibly carry, and we'll see you there. One thing I am working on, you might be able to see this in the background here, is the Apoc VTOL. After working on it for several weeks on and off, kind of came to the conclusion that the world is not ready for a giant, bigger than Osprey size whirly-bird contraption, at least not yet. So I put that aside. The Brickmania team got together, put our heads together, and said, well, it's kind of a big ask for our first kit in a series of these sort of post-Apoc kits that we're doing. We haven't been doing exactly a lot of sci-fi stuff over the last 5 years or so. So we're reviving that aspect of Brickmania. I've been working on this Apoc VTOL, but for the time being, I'm going to keep working on it, but we're going to put out something smaller. In this case, it is a micro brick battle scale Apoc VTOL. Quite a cute little model. Actually, I was put this together, and I put this together originally just to like get an idea of what I was getting myself into for the big model. And so many people said, hey, I'd want that little one. Can you make a kit of it? So, in the Brickmania fashion, yes, we listen, and here it is. So this is, of course, the prototype. We'll have a printed version. You'll see the renders of it shortly. I think it's going to be a great little model. It's paired up with a suit of power armor that I am so excited to see. This is something that Amanda's been working on conceptually, and then execution is happening this week. So you'll see renders of it, and then of course we're going to be working overtime to get those 3D prints done, because that power armor is detailed and very, very cool. So look for that. That'll be this Friday, of course. Dylan and company will have a full rundown of all of the specials and all the cool releases coming this week. Thank you. See you at an event soon.
All right, and before we turn it over to Andreas to talk a little bit about our second pre-order, just check out some of these renders that we've got for this VTOL craft and also that Apoc armor. This is, I think people have been waiting for Brickmania to show their stuff when it comes to being able to do this armor that a lot of other people have done, and we maybe didn't pick the one that a lot of the internet has been seeing, given the recent rise to the silver screen. But I think people who know this game will know this suit very, very well, and will be very excited to get their hands on it in combination with this awesome little vertibird. So
cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. But as I said, we do have a second pre-order this week. That is the M20 utility truck with a General Patton custom minifigure. So without further ado, I'll kick it over to Andreas and hear a little bit more about pre-order number 2.
Hey guys, it's Andreas here from the European Design Studio in Oslo, and today I have a new kit to show you. This is the M20 utility car used by General Patton. So this is turned into a staff car from an M20 utility car. So let's take a look at it. So this is the M20 utility car, but as you can see, this is not the standard variant. When I suggested that I wanted to build this, I was made aware that Patton had his own M20 utility car. So it's an armored truck made on the M8 Greyhound chassis, basically removing the turret and leaving more area open inside for crew, and so it's better for transport basically, and more lightweight even than the Greyhound, which is a pretty lightweight vehicle. So Patton had his own version, which he made a lot of modifications to. Amongst others, he has these flags, which are insignia for the Third Army and for his general 3 stars. Same on the windshield here, there will be printing on the windshield. The standard M20 utility car would not have a windshield. That was added so that he can stand up here and look out while driving down in high speed. And he was he really wanted to make his presence known. That's why he added these horns on the front and on the back, so people would know that Patton is arriving. He would just be making siren noises and super loud noises driving down high speed down the road. And yeah, that's some of the changes from what would be a standard staff car. In addition, also during the last few months of the war, he also removed the turret ring. So there are some photos of this vehicle without the turret ring. Therefore, I will also give you the build, the parts you need, and the instructions so that you can remove the turret ring if you would like so for this build. Additions as well, we added this string. That is a very nice detail that was present on a lot of these M20 utility cars. It's a tow hitch kind of a wire, so if you get stuck or anyone else gets stuck, you can get pulled out of the mud. You have your shovel on the side, and you have this simulated suspension in the back that was also present on the M8 Greyhound. And as well on the M8 Greyhound, you had the option to open the hatches in the front and put 2 minifigures in there. So you have the same on this variant. You can open the hatches. There's room for a driver in here and an assistant driver, radio operator perhaps. If you want to deck out your crew, you can buy that separately or use your own figures, or you can just keep it close like that. That's how they would usually be driving down the streets anyway. So this is a late war vehicle, used pretty much just at the last parts of the war. We have a lot of nice printed pieces that you can look at in the renders. So there's a mine rack on the side here that on the Greyhound we had mines on the side. On the photos I saw, Patton did not have mines attached. I don't think he would really need to have mines. He would prefer the speed, so whatever you can remove to make the vehicle more lightweight and faster, I think was preferable. You also get a tarp in the back, lots of insignia stars as well, and you also get the little Willy dog. Oh, hold on a second. I'm also going to show you now how you can change this from the turret ring to just removing the turret ring. As I said, you do get the little Willy 3D element that we have made before, with printing of course, and just remove this like so. So it's a very easy change to now removing the turret ring and adding the M2HP just on a pole there. So simple addition. Now you have the super late war, the last few months of the war variant of the M20 staff car. And this is also actually a custom element. This is a ring that is kind of rubberized, so much easier to apply because we have the flex tube on the M8 Greyhound, and a lot of people said it's very hard to apply the flex tube, especially in a circular shape like this. So having this rubber part, it looks just like a flex tube in photos. So I think it's a great addition, custom element. That is a nice addition. Will make it a lot easier for you guys to apply the turret ring. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this vehicle. Great figure by Amanda, same with the little Willy, printing by Slam. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you, Andreas. We've also got some stuff ready to ship this week, including...
LRDG.
Look at this thing.
Speaking of Andreas.
All printed up, looking nice, got its figures.
You know, it's strangely we work is that we're 6 weeks ahead with pre-orders. You know, I'm cranking out art 6 weeks in advance. I see test prints 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, and then I only see the kit in its complete form as it's shipping out the door, if I manage to catch it. So
Before it heads to stores, yeah.
and it's beautiful.
It's awesome.
I love this.
It's so cool.
So, and the figs are awesome. We'll have to do a designer studio on this.
Oh,
real
for
quick.
sure. We'll definitely have a designer studio. But I love this crate.
Yep,
You can
this-
tip it up and show that off.
This
Yeah.
ammo crate down here is great. I found that, like, I don't remember which weapon it was, but if it was a certain weapon, it got a teal-colored crate. I'm like, I'm printing a teal-colored crate.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. It's got a front bumper. It's got its flimsy cans on the side. These guys here, these two bedroll type things, are actually sand mats. So it's long, weighted pieces of canvas you put under your wheels. And anyways, it's cool. This is a great vehicle.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
So go to stores and pick up your copy.
Yeah.
No, they're all sold out.
Well, they're sold out online for sure, but you will be able to get them in stores because obviously they're getting ready to ship this week. So hopefully you got in on the pre-order back when it dropped because this is a cool one. Anytime you get a 3-man crew with a truck that's bristling with brick arms.
Yeah, and you know the long range desert group, just an insane bunch of crazy heroes. Like absolute utmost respect for those guys.
Yeah, I couldn't spend that much time in the heat, I'll tell you that. You know what I would be better off operating? Our next kit that's ready to ship, the Canadian Light Utility Vehicle, because that's, well, hopefully if they're fighting on the home front, it'd be a little cooler up there, a little closer to our weather.
Probably has air conditioning.
Yeah, I would hope so. That would be nice. So yeah, that's the other kit that is getting ready to ship as well. And then we also have the American Civil War Confederate Army torso because we did the Union guys this past week as well. So that is everything new and ready to ship for Friday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's a big day.
Yeah, it is a big day. It's going to be an awesome Friday. Should be fairly easy to hit that $400 threshold considering the stuff that we have that's new and also the availability of the kits and minifigures that are online as well. And again, you can take advantage of that stuff in stores. So if you didn't get your LRDG and you want to go pick it up along with some extras, you can do that and you'll be able to claim your loitering drone and Special Forces operator gift with purchase. So then let's move on to Monday. We've got another massive minifig Monday coming up, so bear with me, Slam. I'm just going to run through this list and we'll hit it. You probably saw it on Wednesday. We pre-ordered the World War II German motorcycle with sidecar, so that was available starting on Wednesday. Probably some copies still left available now. Coming Monday, we will pre-order the M22 Locust. Not a kit I would expect to see returning anytime soon, but we had some people asking if it was going to make a return before the holidays. So here it is. This is your chance.
Probably last chance.
Go ahead and get on that, especially if it's one that you want to give. And then shipping online, ready come Monday. We got the police spinner.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is a really cool little build.
I have a copy of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. I like both the figures that come with that, and then everything about the design is awesome too. Quarter-ton 4x4 ambulance trunk. That's World War II. We have the 7.7 centimeter World War I German field gun. That's a classic series kit. And then here we go. Here are the minifigs.
Okay.
So Frontline President V2 now available to ship. That was actually pre-ordered, so it was available beforehand. World War I French rifleman, World War I German rifleman infantry, World War II U.S. airborne. All of these are classic series, by the way. World War II German Heer rifleman, that's just the torso. Then we have the World War II U.S. Navy ensign and the World War II U.S. Navy sailor. Again, all classic series. The only one that is not classic series is the Canadian Modern Infantry, which that was backed by a popular request because we previously had it available, and I think we dropped it like when the LAV or one of the other Canadian kits we were going to do is ready to ship. I think we had like 100 or something like that, and they were gone in about 15 minutes. And all of the Instagram comments right away were like, "What? You guys bringing that back?"
So there's been a lot of demand for that.
Yes.
So I'm glad to see it back.
Yeah, so that'll be back, ready to rock again because of the other figures coming back, kind of a smaller batch amount. So if you have the Canadian Modern Infantry in your sights, make sure you're up at it on Monday morning, so that you can get your copy.
Boom.
There we go, Slam.
All right. I think we're all set.
Yeah, let's go get some car weights and figure out how to jug Lego minifig heads.
Let's do it. All right. Thanks, Book Maniacs.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.